Good evening, Bulldogs. I'm here just to come out and ask you one more time for a favor. Uh, Sabina Garrett has worked really hard on getting us eligible for a program to feed kids. Our Operation Bulldog Thunder ends at the last day of May, and we wanted to be able to continue to feed our kids. So we were awarded only one of four. We're one of four Oklahoma schools that were awarded this opportunity, and it's an opportunity to feed kids where food, it's called Meals to You. The food is mailed to the homes of the children. Uh, but the hard part is going to be the front end. We've only got 5 days to enroll the students, and so I'm asking you for your help. We are going to be required or need to call every single parent at Altus Early Childhood, Altus Primary, Altus Elementary, Altus Intermediate, Altus Junior High, and then all of our free and reduced kids at Rivers and at the high school. So it's going to be quite the undertaking, but it's going to pay off so much. Those kids are going to have the opportunity to get free meals at least through the end of June mailed to their house, and then possibly even in July. Again, we've only got 5 days to get it done. We're going to start on Monday. We have to be done by Friday. Once Friday comes, we cannot add any more kids to it. So whatever point we're at on Friday, those are the kids that are going to be eligible. So your principal is going to get in contact with the employees, faculty, and staff that we need your help from. It could be teachers, it may be counselors. Each principal's doing it a little bit different depending on the size of their school.
Hey Bulldogs, it's Amanda Davis here. For those of you who are going to be filling out the information, calling parents and getting that information, enrolling students in our Meals to You program, I'm going to quickly walk you through the process so that hopefully you're a little more familiar with it. If you have any questions, make sure you give me a call before you get started. My cell phone is 580-480-5228. And let's take a quick look at how easy this is going to be. So the first thing we're going to do, you will have an email from me, and it will give you some tips and some pointers and some bullet points of things we've got to make sure that we do. But the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to click in to the link. Our password is EMTY421. Enter that in. I'm not going to save that. So it walks you through a step-by-step call. What you're going to say, if they say yes, if they say no, all the way down here through. One of the things that we really want to make sure that you do before you even start this process is we want to introduce ourselves, who you are, what student you're calling for, what school that student goes to. And then before we do anything else, it is important that you ask if they have enrolled in the Meals to You program. Have they spoken to anyone else from Altus Public Schools about having meals delivered to their site? If they say yes, they have already done that, then you need to record that information and politely check on the kid, and then you can hang up and not finish this process. If we double enroll students, it's going to take longer on the back end, and it'll take longer for them to get their food. So that's one of the most important things we've got to do as soon as we start the conversation. And then once you know that this parent has not spoken to anyone else and they're interested in the information, then you're just going to go right down the call script. It gives you information about the program. You have to get their verbal permission. Right here it asks for that. And then you're going to actually get into some specific questions. It's very important that they know that this is Baylor University and the U.S. Department of Agriculture that we're partnering with. And the first question that we're going to ask is, can Baylor University use the information provided in this form as we've just described? Can they give us this or not? We're going to click yes if the parent gives us that option. Please share who we can communicate with this application, so the parent and guardian's first name. You can now use the email address of a family member, trusted friend, or educator. So we want to use the parent's email address here. If they don't have one, we can use a school email address. We can use the student's school email address. I'm going to go ahead and put my information in here as we do this. You can see I can't spell and I can't type. I'm sure most of you already know that. Mobile phone number is preferred. Now, this is very important. Please hear me. This is very important. We need to verify the address that we are going to be sending them to. And it says right here, if we use this validator, it's going to save many days and several steps. So the first thing you're going to do is click here. It's going to take you to the UPS screen. And you're just going to fill in the address. I told you I can't type. All the way through and validate. Okay, then I'm going to go back to my other screen. Enter that same address. If you have already run this through the validation tool, then you click this. And that's the yes. That's what we want to make sure that we do. And we're going to go next. Now we're going to talk about the students that are in the household. If one student in the household is eligible, all of the students 0 to 18 are eligible. So how many household children should receive boxes? In my household, I have 2 children that are eligible. Child's first name. And then it's going to ask for the birth date. You're going to have to ask these questions specifically to the person that you're speaking to. Ray was born in 05. Child's school district. If the child is younger and not in pre-K, we can select not enrolled. All of the Oklahoma schools are listed here. We're going to choose Altus Public Schools. Name of the child's school campus. This is something else that's extremely important. This question right here. You need to spell out the entire campus. We're not going to use abbreviations. It's not AJH. We're going to type out Altus Junior High School. Student ID number, this is not necessary. This was a district decision. We can enter 0. We do not have to have the student's ID number. These next questions are optional. We do not have to have them, but we're going to ask them as a district because they give us in Baylor some vital information for distribution processes and then also studies. So Braden is a male. We are Caucasian in our home. Is this student eligible? Braden attends Altus Junior High. I am verifying that he is eligible because he goes to a CEP school. Enroll another child. I'm going to say yes. When it pops up, it pre-populated back to Bray, so I'm going to have to go in and make sure that I change the information from the birth dates, the name, everything has to be changed for the new child that you're enrolling. Katie is again in Altus Public Schools. She is not at Altus Junior High. She's at Altus Intermediate School, and again, we need to spell that out. Student ID number, I do not have to make one of those. We're going to come down here and answer these questions as well. She is a female. This is very important to verify that, yes, Katie, we're verifying she attends a CEP school and she is verified. I do not need to enroll another child, so now I'm going to go back to next. These are questions for Baylor University, and you can see they are required. Can we contact you to get feedback on the program? Parents can say yes or no. This does not determine eligibility. This is just asking if they're willing to help out Baylor University. Would you like for Baylor to share basic contact information with other food benefit partners? That is just if the parents would like some more assistance. The navigator information is going to be your name. Who is the person that filled out this application? It's going to sign for you, and then you hit submit. Once you hit submit, hang up, you're calling the next parent.
Again, I ask you for your help. It's going to be so rewarding that these kids are going to have the opportunity to get food at least through June and possibly through July. So I'm confident that we're going to be able to get this done in 5 days. Again, it's quite the undertaking, but what a reward it will be. And I'm so thankful and so grateful for everything that you've done up to this point. We've been bulldog strong. We're doing amazing things. It's stuff out of the ordinary for us, but it's going so well. So again, thank you in advance for your help, and may God continue to bless Altus Public Schools.